Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishnan. Basically, today we are going to talk about the Formula 112th number part. Here, basically, we are talking about the company's owner, basically, software company's owner. Basically, they says that um, we are basically doing lots of hard work. So, basically, we should have ego also. Why, basically, we should not have ego, basically? So like this also few people are there. Few people says that we are basically up to the level, we have reached up to the level, but basically we don't have ego. They live a normal life basically. But few people like private limited companies, few people says that we have got 100 crores of project, we have got 10 crores of project, 20 crores of project, but the ego level basically have reached up to the certain level basically. For example, if anybody creates problem in the software, in for example, one person told that he is not good, then basically his entire group says that yeah, he is not good, he is not good basically. But actually you should not think like that basically. The ego basically is always even basically the employees also have ego, because if his ego hurts, then basically you can just imagine basically. So like these things are also there basically. So here basically one more things coming to there, that is basically employees basically who are basically doing the job basically, their ego basically. For example, one project manager told that we don't want this guy, then basically his entire team basically says that yeah, he's not good, he's not good, he's not good. Then basically he will mail to the certain people also, that basically, for example, one person told get out in one basically there was one guy basically who was doing he was basically taken an interview for 10 days basically. For 15 days basically, there was one software company basically, I will not take the name of the software company. They told me that they had not told directly that this is a requirement is for 15 days. Then basically the requirement actually was really for 15 days only, because the on 15 days basically that guy was on leave basically, and the rule says that the computer is not supposed to be empty. For that they have taken one person for 15 days, and then basically when the person was going to come from holiday back, going come back from the holiday, then basically he was insulted very badly, and then basically few basically he was to be fired basically within 15 days. For that basically the lots of plans has happened, and few project manager told him that get out from the software company, get out from the premises. Then basically lots of basically the torture basically has happened just in the 15 days basically. He got that much of torture basically, you can just. So basically in that software company basically each and every videos are there. So basically they might have seen that video also, that up to what level which person has told get out, and what is the status of that get out told person. So that also you can just imagine where is that get out told person, you can just see basically what is his condition. So that type of stuffs are also there basically. So where the project, in which place basically he was told get out, and what is the status of that get out place basically, that also you can see basically now. So like this basically there are lots of stuff basically. So like this basically the so without any so company owner basically, no employee basically do the take their decision. So basically CEO and vice president basically they never takes their direct decision. For example, one employee is basically not supposed to get the job basically, then basically without company, software company owner and company owner basically nowadays are directly connected with the government basically. So basically government basically is telling this, that also basically need to verify whether the government is also involved in this. Like this basically there are many types of things basically. If any person is not getting job, then basically up to what level basically the things has been done for that poor guy basically, you can say, and up to what level the torture basically he is getting, because he is not getting then job basically. Then up to what level torture he has got, up to what level torture he has got from the software company. And nowadays basically in the software company don't take any decision of any person basically, because if they are doing any ban basically, then basically their Aadhaar card basically and PAN card basically are connected with the government employees, government basically. So it's a government level stuff basically. So that means government level stuff means that means it's becomes the international level basically. So international groups also basically can able to see whether how what is the status of that guy basically, which he is not getting job basically. If he is not getting job, then basically which software company owners basically groups has done the created the problem, and basically how basically the stuff basically has been done for the particular that guy basically. So like this basically there are many stuff basically. When you do ban of one person basically, then it creates international level issue basically, that also you can say. Because if you are doing ban of the particular guy basically, that means his government government or I card basically it's getting banned, his passports are getting affected. So like this basically the you can say that local government is also involved in this basically. So you can just imagine the basically the each and every stuff. If you are doing any ban to the one person basically, then you can just imagine the level of the connection basically, you can say. So for example, one of the one South Africa person basically told that, yeah, basically this guy basically his passport is passport data basically we are not able to view, but basically he have the passport. Because one of the guy basically which he is to which he is working, he basically has given his passport number, then but basically we are not able to viewing his passport information. So what might be the problem? But then basically connected with the government, then basically he given few money to the government, the South African government. And like this basically he was also basically one of the software company owner of the South Africa. Then basically he told he asked to the government basically why he given some money to the government. And then he told that why this guy has basically his passport number is not getting viewed basically. Then basically he told that he has basically done little bit bad with the software company owner basically. So that company owner's ego basically came into picture, and then basically the company owner basically he told that he's not he basically he was basically first rank holder basically in software industry basically. He basically have up to that level knowledge, but he the software company owner came into egos came into picture. And like this basically you can say he was told to the government, he told the government that he's not a good guy basically. So basically government told that, yeah, if the one of the big software company owner is telling like this basically, then it might be correct basically. So they never inquired about the things basically whether the really is no, good or not basically, they never inquired. And then basically they at last basically done the passport ban also basically, the Aadhaar card ban also. Like this basically each and every documents got banned basically. Because of the ban basically he was not getting job. Then basically then he got the news from the South Africa basically that my dear friend basically your passport basically we can't able to view. Even basically Naukri.com and Monster.com we are not able to view your resume also basically. What? Yeah. Then basically that guy was basically shocked basically. Then basically he taken some inquiry and told that few Naukri.com basically the people who called basically they are from political group basically, political parties was basically there. And the few political parties basically have the full authority to access the Naukri.com, and they can do anything in the Naukri.com. Like this basically they called. And then basically they told that they have they basically the people basically can't able to view the resume up to that level basically, things basically they have done. So like this basically you can just imagine the things basically how the software company owner basically comes into the picture, and how basically government supports the company owners basically. So little bit about this is also basically, this is basically little bit about the management side basically. If any employees basically are doing the work, and if they feels that they are good basically, then basically they should try to leave the India basically. That is only the best way basically, best way basically. Because once you stuck in India basically, if you, any software company says that he is not good, then basically they do red sign also. Then basically they can't go outside also. Like this basically the international issue gets came in picture also. Like this is about the 112 number. And then by 113 basically we are going to see a little bit more about the software company owner stuff.